All right, good morning, Keller Williams, Marco in Naples. Anthony Jordan here, your tech trainer, and we are going over your agent site today. So if you haven't built it already, we can go ahead and build it out. We will be holding an advanced class to build custom pages in the beginning of March. Today is basic setup and making sure you got your marketing profile information. We'll make sure that you're in Command and in Chrome. All right, and hopefully you guys have some photos. Unsplash, you can use Unsplash. If you don't, there are some decent photos in Unsplash. There are some free photos, so if you search Naples, Florida, or whatever market you're serving, you'll just type in Naples, Florida, and you'll see that there are some for sale at the top. Skip those, go down to the bottom and see if you can find, well, okay, so something like this would be good. We want some banner size images for banners on your website. So anything long like this, 1200, 1700 wide. They say 1200 by 1200. It's more like, anywhere from 1200 to 24 wide by 1200 tall. And that's if you don't have to make it exact, because you can move the photos up and down. So let's go into Command and all the way down on the lower left-hand side, Consumer. I've deleted all my pages, so starting from fresh. All right, so some people might see a little different message when you're on this page, because I did build the site before. See, it says, see your configured site. If you're seeing your configured site, it's already built, but notice there are no pages. So let's see when I click it, if it's actually got anything. It still does. It's just the front page probably. Yep, that's it. So it's only the front facing page. Banner image, meaning, see this image, find your dream home. We'll use some of that for up to 5 rotating photos. So let's say configure your site. It's going to tell me, okay, good, I've got it. So there's a backdoor around it. If you want to reconfigure your site, if you see it up here, you can either do site app settings, but if it's not built yet, let me delete these photos out so you guys can see it. Yep. Oh, sorry about that. Yep. And that would be an annoying. Yep. All right, so there we go. All right. Upload photos for at least 1 hero image. Well, it's going to want 1, so I better do 1 at least. Let's do, that's fine. I'll put that in there for now. And I'll hit save. All right, so when we go in, we can do configure your site. That's the basic standard. If it's already configured, you would go site app settings and yep, and learn more with Kelly guides. But if it's your first time, go ahead and hit configure. There's 3 choices. KW agent site, first choice. That's the one you'll want to use. Submit. And it says you're all set. So that's because I've created it. So if you guys haven't created your site, walk through that way. I'll do the back door through site app settings and learn more with Kelly guides and my agent site. Continue. And it's maybe ask you to leave the page and confirm the leave. And this is the basic setup that you should be seeing. If you haven't started your page, they still have a little back door around it. Compliance reminders, you got to have your DBA logo and ownership statement in the website footer. And don't worry about local board commission laws and rules. If you don't have the Market Center logos already, you can click on this button here where it says click here. And I just wanted to show you that it's going to populate logos and branding page, and just put your Market Center number in under this Premier Properties. So 913 for Naples, and you're going to want to download the whole folder. It is in a zip format, so you'll extract the zip file. And and save them to your desktop or wherever you prefer. All right, so acknowledge and continue. All right, so let's see here. We have 5 standard photos and they are based not Florida at all. They're more of a suburbia. So we'll get started with that. All right, so the subdomain, you can change your subdomain. Let's see, if I put a 1 in there, notice it says claim domain. I'll just keep it KW Marco Island for now. If you do change your subdomains, it can take 15 to 30 minutes, maybe an hour at times to update in your marketing profile. I wouldn't change your subdomain often or ever at all. So pick one that you like. Most people do use their name, first name, last name. Or if you have a branding, go ahead and use your branding. So subdomain, I've already got it. I guess I have to hit confirm again because I did. Yep, congrats, you've claimed domain. So that's easy. So these are all little drop-down arrows. So we'll go to marketing profile next, and your marketing profile should be pulling from your marketing profile in settings and connect settings in the back door of command. If there's anything missing in here, just go ahead and type it in for now and we can update your marketing profile. Team or business name would go in there, obviously. This is all basic. They do require a bio. So if you don't have one right now, we can always update it. Just hit coming soon or something like that. Compliance legal footer, each office is independently owned and operated, pretty basic. And let's see, this is Marco's broker number. So the broker's number here, I got to double check. Don't worry about it. It's not a required field. It's just additional information that will populate on another page, not on the front page. I know it's in Jeff's office. I just don't want to run over and get it right this moment because you guys are on a time crunch today because there's Becky Colburn's class at 11. So this is pretty basic that you guys will be easy. This will be easy as long as you have some photos. Compliance legal footer links, we don't require them in our MLSs, and we don't require legal images for the footer either. Your profile picture would be coming from your marketing profile. And this is the one thing that I've kind of griped about a little bit because there is a team logo. Notice I just put a fish in there because I just pulled something off the internet. And if you don't have a logo right now, go ahead and just pull something that that maybe you can see eye to eye with someone else that you share in common. So fishing, tennis, golf, whatever, maybe you market toward golfing communities, tennis communities, something like that. We can put something in there. The reason I say that is because if I go down, it doesn't show it right now, but wherever, well, it's going to populate in the upper left and on most of your web pages. When it is updated, underneath your photo, there's an image placeholder and it'll say image coming soon. So it's better to have something than nothing. Your social medias, all of this should be pulling from your marketing profile. Your app link should be in there from Scott Leroy. And we'll just hit save and continue. Pretty basic, this front page. The red theme, this is style and theme. There's a red theme and dark theme. It really does not change. Notice it isn't dark right now. And if I go to dark, it's not going to actually take any difference at this point. It is something in the coming future. Dark is a little more luxury. Red is red. So go ahead and just pick one for now. It's not going to make a huge difference. All right, so homepage text. So this is going to be what's on top of your search bar. So, put a catchy phrase in there. Make paradise home in Southwest Florida, something like that. And here is the hero images. I did put one back in there. So it does say 1200 by 1200. Well, it's not quite 1200 by 1200. You can see that. So when I do a upload, I'll upload a couple more so you guys can see. And I don't have desktop share. So let's see. I don't need to show you checks and definitely not those. All right, let me grab a photo from here. I like this one. I'll pull that one in. There we go. All right, so this is a photo that obviously is filling the whole frame up, and you can, if it's a very large photo, move it up and down. You can grab the top and shrink it down. The reason I say this is because if you want the image to have the search bar, let's say you wanted the search bar in the sky, you would have to pull up from the bottom, like maybe like so. Let me see, I want to show the bottom of the boat. So let's do this, set image. So it's actually going to set that image the way I shaped it. So let's see here. Let's scroll down and preview. So you can preview these. And that's what it would look like. So I pulled the bottom up and it kept it looks about right to me. So nice quality photos. I'm blessed to have a photographer on hand that does a bunch of photography in Marco and Naples for free for me. But be careful using images you don't have rights to use. There are embedded trackers in the back of most photos because photographers need to eat and make a livelihood also. So go ahead and add up to 5 images. They will rotate. And let's see here. I'll add a couple more so you guys can see how that works. So this one here, that image, I like that. It's already in that banner size. So I'm just going to hit set and not change the sizing. It won't let you put multiple photos in at once. So you have to do each one, unfortunately. All right, so let's do maybe something like, ooh, I like that one. Boom. All right, so that's just bright, but I'll use it. And one more, so up to 5. I do recommend 5. It's not going to throttle your website or your search results on the internet. And let's do a beach. Yeah, I'll do a beach. And I already got that bright image. I'll do the beach. And now I'm going to do the bridge. All right. So I can tell it's might going to be a little distorted, but we'll see how it works. So again, if you want to place that search bar in a certain, like this would be put in the middle. So wherever you set this image, that's where the search bar will be in the middle. You can pull up and down. So you can manipulate these photos. Let's do that. And I'll hit set. All right, so now you can always hit preview, remember, if you want to see what it's going to look like, preview. And now it's in the left hand. So on the left is your Canvas website, and on the right is the back door for now. Preview, that all looks good. Preview, perfect. It's a little dark. Oh well. This is not my personal website. So again, now after uploading, save and continue. Congratulations. Now this is the one page everyone gets a little confused with. So company profile, do you want to talk about Keller Williams or do you want to talk about your business? I think you guys want to talk about your business. So I've done a few different things on this page. I have turned this, let me pull up my other page so you can see what mine looks like. That's my front facing. Then it goes to the Keller site. All right. Accept cookies always. All right, so the business page. So instead of talking about the company, what I did is I talked about Marco Island and Southwest Florida. So you'll see this is the same page. And I simply put a nice banner and I put Marco Island. I just Googled it and I copied the first paragraph and pasted it. And then I put a picture of the island. So these are 360 by 360. I'll show you don't really have to have that exact imagery. And then I just took Naples and put Naples in. Keep it simple. Less is more. The websites are tested against, I think it was 12,000 consumers. And that's why our websites are maybe just not bland, but they are easy to navigate. People, that's what they're looking for. And if you look at Zillow and you look at Redfin, are, well, Zillow not so much anymore, but Redfin is a competitor moving in. So see that? Now watch when I go Zillow, the dreaded Zillow. So let's do 34145, bang. And okay, those two look identical. All right, and if I do this on this page, you're going to see our websites came out first, and then Zillow and Redfin decided to copy them as much as possible. So they're following along with those consumer studies that we did, not them. So if it's working for them, it's working for us. All right, so you can modify this page on command to your liking. Now, I simply, like I said, I just went Marco Island, FL, and on the right-hand side, you'll see that lovely little paragraph. And that's all I did was copy that. And I did the same for Naples. Now, I do this page twice. You'd have to build the secondary page after the website is done. Now I can show you what else you can do with the page. Not that one, this one. You can talk about your business. So mine is Marco Island Properties. So what I did instead of, because you can build a team page, that's in the advanced class. I'll show you guys if you want afterwards. But this is about Marco Island Properties, and I have a couple agents. I got to add a few more here. So it's just a quick little short bio for both parties. Okay. And there's two here. There is a team widget that you can add 4 or 5 more if needed. So those are two options that I've done. So let's go search engine optimization. So what do you want to name this page? Navigation's fine. We can move these later. So search engine optimization. Page titles are important. So I'm just going to, for hypotheticals, I'm going to put Keller Williams Naples, since I'm in Naples today. And then the URL slug. So it's about/us. So I would probably change that to something similar to this page name. So I said it's Keller Williams Naples. So I might put KW-Naples. So if it was your business page or the business, like what I did on this one, I would do something along the lines of this one, Marco Island Properties, Marco-Island-Properties, and do the same if it's a team page or a city page. All right. Search engine description, search engine optimization description, not terms. So they want to try to write a free flowing sentence as much as possible. So in this instance, since I called it Keller Williams Naples Realty serving buyer and sellers in for all your, so I got realty, real estate needs, and everyone gets this one. So SWFL. In that point, Southwest Florida, but you probably want to also put maybe SW Florida, Southwest Florida, yeah, Paradise Coast or something like that. It's just more, it's not exactly a free flowing sentence, but it's close enough. All right, I'm not spelling worth a darn today. All right, so no commas, no hashtags, no nothing like that. No periods necessary. This is just something to help your search engine optimization, and it really does work well. And each page has separate SEO. You can just copy and paste all your SEO on every page, but I prefer to change it up a little bit. Then we'll go to the next content. So here's all your content. So intro paragraph. So you'll see that I'm trying to line these up. So company profile, I need to change that because that's going to replace the company profile. Any verbiage to the left can be replaced on the right. So let's say Keller Williams Naples Real, I better put Realty. Naples. And then we have, this is a more of a banner, 2000 by 500. So we're gonna click upload and find a photo that we can slide in there. And do I have the Naples Pier here? I hope I do somewhere. I do. And you know what? I'm just gonna use, I've got so many photos. I'm just trying to make it Naplesy. Come on, Naples, where you at? Yeah, I could do that one. This is not my actual, I'll just use this one. It's a little kind of a landmark. So that's what it looks like when I uploaded the photo. So obviously we need to manipulate it a little bit, because if we did something like that, it's going to pixelate the image. It's just not going to look good. So you want to drag the corner and probably stretch it as far as across as you can. And let's do something like that. So you can drag and pull, and we're gonna hit set image. And there it goes, approved. That looks good to me. It pixelated a little, but it doesn't look terrible. All right, so now there's an intro paragraph here. And I'm just gonna keep it simple. Copy, and I'll put something like this in here. You can have, there's no verbiage limit here. So you can see when I replaced that, it updated it right away to the left. So this page can be multiple different things like I showed you. So section 1, headline title, matches up with headline title. So I'll put Naples, Florida, FL, or spell it out. Naples, Florida, and I'll just use the same. It's all public, so it doesn't matter. So I'll just do this. All right, copy and paste. Looks good. And then we'll add an image under that. And let's do that. And so this is more of a square image, but again, we can set the images. So don't be very concerned if you don't have a perfect sizing. Okay, so see how it went square instead of rectangle? So I can fit that all in, and I'll hit set, and it replaced it. Perfect. And I'll just do the same, but backwards. Instead of Marco first, I'll do Naples, and now I'll do Marco Island, FL. Yeah, the only reason I do FL there is because Naples, you do have to have something. There is many other popular Naples. There are no really other Marco Islands. So I'll go and copy the Marco Island blurb. It's not very original, but it will help with search engine optimization, even though it's not in search engine optimization. Easy. Upload an image. I mean, that could be Florida, except for the trees, unless people do plant certain non-native species of plants, and Marco Island's adding 10,000 trees. I don't know where they're going to put 10,000 trees in 10 years, but 1,000 a year, I don't know where they're going to fit them. All right, so let's choose, I'll just do the Marco Beach. I'll do this one. Bang. All right, notice it does come in the square. Can I fit it? It's all right. It's not great, but it'll work for today. And footer. So notice footer, headline, footer, headline. So let's see, what did I use over here? Looking for a slice of paradise. Yeah, sure. I'll use that. You just want to come up with some type of catchy little phrases. And what did I put? And then I put underneath contact. I would change this if you're on a team to the little paragraph. You can make it long, you can make it short. And I just put in, if you're a team, obviously MIP is my team. So I'll do something like that. Now, everything looks good here. Marketing logos. That's my headshot, the bass. So we'll use that. Continue. All right, so now it's the About Me page. Well, you do have a, okay, one thing you notice there is a back and skip. So you can go back. We have the search engine content. So everything was done. I just wanted to make sure, let you see. Don't hit skip. Continue. All right, about me. Well, no, about your team. It could be a team. It could be about your name, not about me. And all right. So then I would put here about slash, put in your name, put in your team, and do the dash and first and last name. And then again here, the search engine optimization would be, you know, talk about either the team name, your personal name, and type in serving your real estate needs and in Southwest Florida, sunny Southwest Florida, specializing in waterfront, condos, beachfront, golf communities. Just come up with something free flowing. I mean, I can just kind of, thanks again, my apologies to your under, whatever, yeah, and whatever. But I'm just showing you that it can be, put something in there. And try to make it as free flowing as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can skip this. I don't recommend it. Okay. Your content for the bio was from your marketing profile. So if you've got the, you know, the standard generic pre-formatted bio, go ahead. If you don't like writing bios, you know, have someone else help you with your bio. It's always easier to not write about yourself. And it should kind of, it should be in the third person, not the first person. So it's not, I did this. It's Anthony was here. You know, talk a little bit about some of your experience in your hobbies. So previous maybe works, anywhere you've lived, and hobbies, because people relate. It's all a relations game. So SEO, I did skip. All right. Always relations. So just have a good bio. And all of this should just be pretty standard filled in from your marketing profile. So this page should be easy, but the bio is a tough one. So instead about me, no, about Anthony Jordan. All right. Oops. I was trying to put my middle initial. Continue. So here again, this is a pretty standard page. Contact us or contact who. If you're an individual agent, put your name. If you're a team, maybe, you know, contact MIP, Marco Island Properties, whatever your team name is. Contact Luxury Alliance, Kane Luxury, etc. So in this case, I'll just put MIP. And then the contact in the URL slug for the directory, I would still keep contact dash MIP. So it kind of matches up with the page title most of the time. And here the SEO description, contact, you know, MIP for all your waterfront. You know, you could do waterfront or just do standard real estate needs in sunny south. Sometimes you do want to type out south and west Florida. Oops. And this is not as free flowing, serving buyers and sellers for 15 years, something like that. That's fine. And then now we have content. Content should again mostly be pulling from your marketing profile. So I'll put contact MIP. And there's an intro paragraph. It's an optional. What did I do? Contact MIP. And look at that. I need to update my website. Oh, it still has the contact. That's easy afterwards though. So if you take it out, it disappears. And or you can just go like this for all your Southwest FL Realty needs, real estate needs. I'm going faster than my keyboard can keep up. All right. The message hint. So everything is matching up over on the left. I just leave that pretty much as is. You can go ahead and change any of these verbiages and phone and email. These are not, this is not my phone number, so you guys know. All right. And that is a fictitious email also. You will not get a hold of me at either of those. Save and continue. Congratulations. Wow, that was very difficult. So now it is, all of these are just, you don't really need to go here, create more sites. If I do click create more sites, it does bring me into the back door of your website. Notice here the photos we uploaded. That is the hero text. Search Marco Island homes. All right. This is your app hero text. So don't get a little confused there. Virtual tours, I don't have any currently, and preferences here. This is on your app and website preferences. I would say that most people have the Keller Mortgage app, well, appearing on your app and website. I would have all these turned on. Display neighborhoods on my agent site. Okay. So you can turn it on and off if you don't like the neighborhood lines. In Marco Island, the neighborhood lines are a little weird. There are some that are at right on par, but about half of them just don't make sense. And that's not Keller Williams' fault. That is next door's fault. They take a polling of people in the neighborhood, and if one person, if you want to change it, and even one person in that neighborhood says no, they ain't going to change it. So if anything you've changed, just go ahead and hit save changes. I can show you where you can access that site if I go to the consumer page. So I click consumer, and notice now I have 3 pages. And if I click the website now, it's been updated. Good. And you'll see, there it is. Yep, everything came through. So that's clean. Since I do have some time, let me show you navigating the back door. Consumer, agent site pages. So here are the ones I just did. Landing pages are outside of your website. Guide builder, that is for your app. Site app settings. You can also click the site app settings, and that'll get you into the back door where you can change photos without reconfiguring your site. Because every time you reconfigure your site without deleting the pages, you'll have 2 of everything, and then you have to figure out which ones you want to delete, and it just can become a little bit of a nightmare. So this is how you'll get in the back door. URLs, this is your subdomain and your app. Featured listings, so you can turn on featured listings, but it is through the app. And themes, again, here's the red and dark theme. I think I chose the dark theme, so I'll just do it again now and update theme. It's not going to really update anything at this point. I think family reunion's the deadline for a lot of new things coming out. Agent site pages, so here's where we can move these pages around just by grabbing the 6 dots. All right. And notice now when I click on one of the pages, all the SEO. So you can update your SEO all the time by getting to this agent site pages. Notice there is an add a page, but those are only the 3 pages we've done. So create new site, that is not what we'd want to do. Since I do have some time, I'm going to show you guys. I know this is a little more advanced, but maybe some of you will be able to pull it off before the class next month. It's really not too hard. Now, when I do show you the custom pages, it's not every website can be done. I tried to do FEMA flood maps and stuff like that. It just wouldn't pull with an iframe generator. So iframe generators, what are they? they're a way to, I use iframe maker or iframe generator html.com. That's one I do like. And what I'm going to try and show you is kind of one of these. So let me go to, I did this one yesterday. So when I click on this page, it's going to load, and I was able to put the Naples Pier webcam on. So what I did is I took the bio page and I just got rid of the photo and updated the photo with a Naples Pier photo. And then I just added this in, and this is a separate website. So when they scroll, so is that live right now? I guess it is. All right, it's a nice day at the, ooh, look at that. Yep, you can check out people that, oh, I didn't know it does that. Look at that, cool. That is neat, I like that. So you can move it around. Yeah, that's really cool. And then they do have a message. So anything that's on that website is actually going to pull in. So just be aware of what you're putting on there. They did have the fireworks also. So how do I do something like this? All right, so I have iframe generator HTML, and then I'm going to find a website. So let's say I'm going to do the Naples Pier web live cam. Naples Pier, anything that you can think of that you might want, but it's got to be on a web page. And certain web pages, if they're not HTTPS, and if they're not a .com, you could have an issue trying to create that specific page. So Naples Pier live cam, it'll work. So this is the Naples one. Yep, this is a .org, and I got it to work. Not all the time. Org is fine. It's organization, so you should be okay with that. It's the dot, just weird websites you really don't go to, like the FEMA one. So this is the web page. So how do I get it into my website? Let me do that. So I'm going to go to Command Consumer, and I want to agent site options. Nope. I want to go back to the home page. There it is. I was in the same place, but you want to get that created a new page. All right. And it's on your agent site, not as a landing page. So leave it as is, create page. All right. So we have a blank canvas. On the left, we have widgets to the right. And because most people do use phones these days, there is in the upper left-hand corner, desktop, tablet, and phone. So we'll be able to see if it's constraining properly, because you don't want people going to your website and only seeing a sliver of that, maybe the Naples Pier. So first thing, I'll just do Naples Pier as the title, and it's cached, so that's great. So the one that I do use the most is probably the agent profile bio page. So when you grab one of these widgets, you got to grab and pull it in. And notice that green line at the top, that's where it should be for one widget. I'll just drop that widget, and it should populate with your marketing profile information. I should have kept everything demo anyways. So I'm going to add a secondary widget. You guys technically don't have to. I'll just put the contact, even though there's a phone number and email. I'm going to grab that contact, and I want you to see that green line. So the green line should, you'll see, oh, there it went. It was kind of quick, so I'll do it again. You're going to see a green line fall. When you see the green line fall, you'll drop it. Don't click and drag on anything in here, because you could be like halfway, 3/4 done. And if you click and drag, you could break a widget. You don't want to break any widgets. All right, so how do I get that in there, right? So this is what I'll do. So I will go to the Naples Pier cam, and I'll copy the URL. Then I'm going to go to iframe generator. All right, so we want new iframe is correct, with not pixels, 100%. And I'm going to make the height Let's say today I'll use 600. And we'll leave that on pixels, not percent. Scroll bar, yes. Margin width, height, really doesn't matter. Border, doesn't matter. So what I'll do is in the iframe URL down below is get rid of that one and paste the webcam URL. I can now hit generate and the code will generate below. Now I want to hit preview and hope that it looks right. And it looks like it's going to look good over on this side. All right, so what I'll do at this point is copy that the frame code, the embedded code, copy. Then I'm going to go back to the widget that I was just creating. And there it is. So we need to ditch the widgets. You can do the drop down arrow and then go to content. Nope, I don't want to add any images just because I'm going to use this widget to configure that. And I'm going to configure widgets. So what I'll do is I'll ditch my photo. I will name it the page title to Naples Pier. Something like that. And then you could be doing other obvious information. I'm just using this as an example. And I'll just put this in here as the image I'm going to want to use today. And so this is a more of a, it shouldn't be a banner, but it's kind of showing like a banner. So I might pull down a little and then I'm going to see if I can pull up. Nope, I wanted to get more of that starfish in. Anyways, I'll just leave the whole thing and see what it looks like then. All right, role and company. So we're going to update these. So Naples Pier, or a page title, that's my name. That's going to replace my name. So underneath, in this case, I could say, and recorded fireworks. Recorded 2021. I don't know. I think it was 2020 fireworks. Put in whatnot. Fireworks. Bio title. About. No, we don't want that. That is a required. Enjoy the view. Something like that. And then the bio. This is the part that I do like, to get rid of that whole bio and that code that we copied. We're going to put it in the bio. All right. And contact, that is correct. So, and the phone number and email. All right, so not bad. It's pretty simple so far. Now we'll hit save and apply. Fingers crossed, and beautiful. So the 600 pixel height is the preview, and then the scrolling ability just gets them through everything. It is 2020, I thought so. The most important thing we want to make sure is this constraining? So it's already on desktop. So what does it look like on a tablet? And it worked, good. And well, how does it look like on a phone? Good enough, but you want to make sure everything is fitting in here. Do not click and drag at this point. So we'll hit save and apply at the bottom. Beautiful. Yeah, that looks nice. You can make this more than 600. I just use 600 to 750-ish. It gives the basic preview. At this one, the Naples Pier, I might add another, 150 so that is showing with the banner image above. Okay, so in the upper right corner where it says agent profile 1/2, at this point, we'll go and hit the right arrow so we can go to 2 of 2. And this is as simple as updating contact us to contacting, your team or your name. And, oh, Becky Colburn's already in here. Well, I got another 5 minutes, so Becky can watch. All right, so let's see, and contact us. This body text, you can always update it. Message placeholder, you can update it, but it's good enough for me. And phone number, if you have multiple phone numbers from your marketing profile, you can choose that. I'll hit save and apply at this point. And now we've updated both pages. We've named the page in the upper left, and now we can hit save changes, upper right. And it's gonna ask you, would you like to publish the page? Sure, why not? Yes. And it'll bring us to the agent site pages. Well, we've published the page, but you can see in the site pages, there's, where is it? So this is where we'll add the page. And there it is, should be the top one. Continue. And then this page will do the same thing, page title. So Naples Pier live cam, you could just Naples Pier live, something like that. And then the URL, so we'll change that to Naples Pier. That's fine. And then the SEO again is free flowing. So you would just put Naples Pier live cam, and this will help your SEO and your ranking on these websites. Actually rank really good. So just put in some nice in Sunny, some nice verbiage that would actually somewhat real estate related. Sunny Southwest Florida, made Paradise Home. It's not free flowing enough, but that's fine. Actually, Naples Pier live cam is going to populate it pretty good. I do usually, you should put your name or your team names in here at the end, even though it may not be as free flowing as you might want, and then hit save. And now if I go back to general, everything looks good. I'm gonna hit agent site pages at the top, and there's that page. And if I check the website, now I should have, there it is. And that's the other one. Now I want that one. So there it is. All right. That is a custom page. We will go over custom pages in the beginning of March. Becky Colburn is coming on at 11. Becky, I saw you jumped in. I'm going to end this meeting in a couple minutes and you'll have to jump back on. All right. Unless everyone wants to stay on this one, and no, I want to separate the recordings. That's why. Any questions, concerns, let me know. I know that seems like maybe a lot, but it's not too bad. Like I said, you can always update your pages in the future by going into command, and notice next to the eyeball under agent site pages, you can click view, or you can click the three dots and click edit. So you can always come back to edit the page. Don't reconfigure your site. Okay. Got any questions? Shoot now or forever hold your peace, as Becky's coming on soon.
So for us being part of a team, can you make your own site that will help with a team site? How does that work?
So if you're making a team site, like with a front facing.
So when we click on that URL up there, it takes us to our team site.
Right.
But can we have a personalized site too for ourselves?
Yep. So what I did for my page is, I think I took it down. Let me just pull it up again. So I have a front facing site that I need to spend a couple hours on to update. So I have a front facing site like that. And instead of paying for RETS IDX feeds, which is only going to be local, hyper local, why not take advantage of the color one, right? So I try to keep the photos similar. You'll notice that. So this is a basic Wix site. Well, it's not basic, but you know, it took a couple hours to make. And you just put in live graphics, stuff like that. I do have weather cams and attractions contact, but when I hit search here, it's going to just redirect. Saves you some time, saves you some few bucks. It's not a ton of money, but you get national search results instead of just hyper local results. So that's what I prefer to do. So if you want to make a free front standing site, you can go ahead and do something like that.
Is that considered like a landing page?
It's more of a landing page, but there's sub pages on here also. Like I do need to update the weather cams because when they went to the JW, they just updated that. So it's got some weather and Naples Pier there, but the attractions, since COVID, some of these attractions, well, this has been taken over by a new business. So I just need to add these. So what you can do is actually think of these as condominiums, right? Each box. So I could put Cape Marco, which is down in the corner left. So I could click on this by embedding a hyperlink from the search on this page. So I could do like, well, yeah, Marco Island. And so if I wanted to, you could come in and make an area. I got to turn my neighborhood lines back on. I have turned them off. So we can actually do like a draw now. So I know that's all the Cape or close to. And now I could take this URL and embed it underneath. So that's another way of doing that.
Okay.
It's always a pleasure. Reach out to me whenever you guys need anything. 2392-721506. Again, Anthony Jordan, your MCTT here in Naples and Marco Island. Texting is probably the fastest way of getting a hold of me. I'm going to let you all go. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for coming. So get ready for Becky Colburn at 11. Thanks again.